Hi everyone, my name is Shanli and today I'd like to talk about my implementation plan for something I truly believe, a platform called CoLand. It's all about helping small meaningful projects get funded in a fair and community-led way. Let me start by explaining what I'm focusing on. This plan is about launching the beta version of a CoLand platform and getting the first real project listed and funded by community investors. Think of the beta version as a soft launch, just enough to test things in a real world, with real people, but on a small scale. Why does this matter? Because how we perform at the early stage will shape how people trust and use a platform in the long run. If the experience is smooth, transparent, and positive, that trust can grow. So this phase really sets the tone. So why do we even need a platform like this? Well, Collabs, the organization behind it, supports startups in power tech, climate tech, and other areas of deep innovation. These startups have big ideas, but they often face a big challenge, getting flexible funding. For example, banks are too slow, venture capital too selective, and grants take forever. That's the gap Collab is trying to fill by letting the community step in and fund the projects they care about. Now, how do we make this happen? We've broken it down into 4 clear steps. First, we build the platform, a beta version that includes all the essentials like registration, security, and legal structure. Next, we bring on our first borrower, someone with a strong, impactful project. Then we prepare clear, honest documents that explain what the money is for, what the risks are, and what success looks like. And finally, we reach out to a community. Educate, explain, and invite them to take part in. It's a simple model. It's been tested in other social finance platforms, and it gives us room to grow. So what's the plan time-wise? We're looking at a 6-month rollout, and here's how it plays out. In the first month, we'll focus on building the platform prototype and confirming the legal structure. Month 2 is about recruiting our first borrower and connecting with an impact verification partner, someone who we can track and report the project's real-world outcomes. In month 3, we'll prepare the project listing and all the investor-facing materials. Then in month 4, we launch the beta quietly, just for testing. By month 5, we are ready to go public. The project gets listed and we started our promotional campaign. And finally, in month 6, we look at how it all went. We gather feedback, adjust, and prepare for the next round. It's a tight timeline, but it's doable, and it's based on similar successful pilots from the Australia. Now let's talk about what we need to get of this off the ground. We're keeping the team small and focused. For example, 1 project manager, 1 part-time legal advisor, 2 developers, and a community lead to manage outreach and engagement. As for the budget, we are looking at $32,000 in total. Here's how that breaks down. About $20,000 will go into platform development, building, testing, securing. $5,000 will cover legal and compliance advice. $4,000 is for marketing and educational content, helping us reach people. And $3,000 is to set up an impact verification process so we can show real results. These members aren't random. They are based on current industrial data from reports by CEFC and AHURI, both of which have supported projects like this before. So overall, it's lean but realistic. Of course, every good plan needs to think about what could go wrong. Here are the main risks we've identified and how we plan to deal with them. If legal regulations are unclear, we'll work closely with our legal advisor and follow guidelines from ASIC. If people are unsure about investing, we'll make things transparent and easy to understand, with clear impact metrics and regular updates. If there are technical issues, we'll fix them early during internal beta testing, and if engagement is low, we'll partner with local communities and make sure the process feels personal and accessible. We've also got backup plans, like switching to a donation model temporarily, if lending proves too complex at first. So how will we know if we are doing well? In the short term, within the first 3 to 6 months, we aim to launch the beta version, get the first project listed and funded, reach at least 15 registered investors, and raise over $10,000. Those aren't huge numbers, and that's the point. We're starting small, but we're proving it works. Now in the medium term, say by 12th month, we want to launch 2 or 3 more projects. Say a 30% repeat investment rate, meaning people come back. Public regular impact reports align with the UN SDGs, and form partnerships with at least 2 local community organizations. And we're not just guessing here, we'll track progress through a dashboard and get feedback through quarterly surveys. Therefore, to sum it all up, CoLand is more than just a platform. It's a new way to reconnect money with meaning. Instead of relying only on banks or investors with deep pockets, we're opening the door for everybody to play a role in financing innovation. This is about giving people a voice and a chance in where their money goes. It's about supporting projects that align with their values, whether that's clean energy, sustainable farming, or community health. For the kinds of projects that CoLabs supports, small, bold, often overlooked, this platform creates access to funding that wouldn't exist otherwise. These are projects that are good for people, good for the planet, and good for future generations. And because we are starting small, with just one project and a beta launch, the risk is low. We are not trying to be perfect from day one. We are trying to listen, learn, and grow with our community. At the same time, the potential is huge. It's how trust is built. This is how long-term regenerative change begins, not with big promises, but with small, honest steps. If we can show that one project can succeed this way, then we've already proven that a different kind of finance is possible. So let's take the first step together. Let's make regenerative finance real. One public, one project, one community, one investment at a time. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you'll be the part of the journey.